Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking about my thoughts on the Descendants Wicked Wonderland dolls. Now I've already seen these, I'm just going to be discussing my thoughts. Also, I'm going to talk about a couple quick updatey things at the beginning of this video, so I will definitely make YouTube chapters at the bottom. Feel free to skip ahead if you're not interested and you just want to get right to the doll discussion. So the first thing is, well, you saw my cat Lucky I was holding, but I have a new addition to the family. This is Mako. She's so adorable and so cute. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. And yeah, I'm making a whole vlog long video about the adoption and everything like that, so I'm very excited. The other update is that you may notice my doll shelf is gone, and that's because Lucky got in the habit of attacking the dolls. It was a new development. Since it's been very hot lately, I was having a fan on and the fan was blowing in the direction of the doll shelf, and it was blowing around this fringe doll that I have, and Lucky's eyes locked on that fringe doll, and he became intent on attacking it. But he couldn't reach it, so he was jumping on the doll shelves trying to reach it, so I grabbed it and hid it. And even though it was gone, he was still determined to find it or just get back on those doll shelves to find something to play with, because he would constantly just jump on there and knock the dolls down, and I would try to ignore it, because when you want to stop a cat's behavior, you're not supposed to give them attention, even if it's negative attention. So I would really try not to react and just let him do it, and then later put the dolls back how they were. But he would keep doing it. I'd keep resetting them up, and I got tired of doing that. So I put them all in a bin and I collapsed my doll shelf for the time being. I'm currently looking for a acrylic clear display cabinet for my dolls, because I want to be able to display them and admire them and interact with them, but I don't want them to be accessible to the cats. But when I look up clear display cases, a lot of them are small for like smaller figures, or if they are the big correct size, they'll have like paneling on them that still like blocks part of the display when you close it, and the window parts will often be glass, and I do not want a giant glass box, because first of all, that's more expensive, second of all, it's heavy, and third, it's breakable. So I don't want a giant, fragile, heavy, expensive thing to haul in and out of my apartment when I bring it in and when I move out eventually. So I just want a big plastic, like acrylic display shelf. So please let me know if you have any suggestions, put any links or names of things you know of I could find in the comments, because that would be much appreciated. I might have found an option or two that I'm considering, but I want to look more at the reviews and look more into it before I just suddenly buy something. So yeah. Anyway, so that's all the intro stuff that I wanted to talk about. Now let's get into these dolls. So I really like Descendants. I like mostly the songs. I'll have to rewatch the movies. Maybe eventually I'll do a whole video about my thoughts on all the movies and everything. But from what I can remember, my main takeaway is that I love the costumes, the outfits, the hair, the songs. The plots are usually a little more flimsy, I think, and that's okay. I mostly am watching the movies for the songs and the designs anyway. And I feel like my thoughts were the same on this most recent one, the Wicked Wonderland, Descendants 5. They've made 5 Descendants movies. That's wild. But how I'm going to do this is I'm going to be using the website youloveit.com. They have this page with all the dolls, and I'm just going to go through them one by one and discuss my thoughts. So the first one is Descendants Wicked Wonderland Core Red 2026 doll. I think she is beautiful. I think she is amazing. They actually are doing layers with this doll. I love the mesh floral lace under layer. The jacket looks really good. There's the belt, the sleeves, and the cuffs are different materials. Like, I love the use of different materials, layers, textures. It looks very true to the design from the movie. I love her gloves. I love the shoes. I love the mismatched. There were so many moments while I was watching the movie where I would see something on screen and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's gonna look so good on the doll. Or, oh my gosh, they're totally gonna pick that design for a doll. And when I saw that she was wearing mismatched red and black shoes, that was one of those moments. I also love the deck of cards accessory. Cats are playing with the toy. I feel like this would have made more sense to give to the Queen of Hearts to have as an accessory because she used the deck throughout the movie, but I like that it's with Red's doll. It's fine. I think it's a fun accessory. I love that the card actually can come in and out, and I love the skirt and the tights and the gold chains. The face mold looks great and the hair looks beautiful. I'm wondering if it's braided into the heart pattern on the back. Let's look at these other pictures here. Do they show the back of her head? No. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, and of course the card she has is the Queen of Hearts. All right, next up we have Descendants Wicked Wonderland Core Chloe 2026 doll. Again, she looks gorgeous. These core dolls look amazing, and we'll see in a few minutes the other ones, but I wish they were all the quality of these core dolls. So her hair, beautiful. Her face, beautiful. The jacket, the different textures, the underlayer fabric, the gloves. Like, they picked the right details to be printed on. Like, the details on the jacket, those are fine. And the boots with the dagger tucked into one of them, so cool. And I love that because she was a sword fighter because of her dad. So I love that they give her a knife. Like, having a girl doll for kids, having a dagger, I just know the girls will eat that up. They will love that, like, for playability. It just elevates the doll and makes them so much more playable to have, like, a weapon to interact with. I'm sure that's controversial amongst parents, but it gives it a fantasy, like, adventure-y element that I think would make it so fun to play with the doll. Next up, we have Descendants Wicked Wonderland Core Pink 2026 doll. Again, she is gorgeous. I love the hair, the different layers of the outfit. The jacket is really cute. I love the foil printing on the sleeves, and the skirt, the different tiers and the printed like rose pattern on the bottom tier. So pretty. She has a cute little heart bag with a gold chain. Her tights are nice, and I love her shoes. Oh, and the printed pattern on her undershirt with all those hearts is so cute. The only thing I'm worried about is her bangs, because ooh, they look rough in the box in this image from Doll Exclusive. Yeah, yikes. They're gonna need some washing. It looks like she comes with some kind of card or something. Oh, or that's where her bow is displayed in the box. And the back of the box looks cute. Let me go back up to Red's. Oh, that's the first one where we're getting the box. Yeah, the other ones we don't see the box, at least on this website. Okay, next is Descendants Wicked Wonderland Core Hazel 2026 doll. Again, with these core dolls, they're really good. I'm very happy with them. Her hair, gorgeous. Face, gorgeous. All the layers and textures and fabrics and patterns, like, it all blends together so nicely. It's so satisfying. And it's so beautiful. I am worried about the pants that look like a pleather that could peel, but otherwise, beautiful. I love the pattern on the underlayer of this skirt thing, and I love that. In the movie, when she was dancing with that, it looked so cool flowing behind her. Oh, and her hook boomerang thing is like tucked in her hair. It's just so creative, so fun, so cool. And by the way, those core dolls retail for $26.99. I think that's a good price for these. But next, now is where we're getting into the iffy dolls. So, Descendants Wicked Wonderland Tea Party Surprise and Reveal Red Doll. Now, I'm not a fan of the surprise and reveal gimmicks. Like, it's fun to unbox, but I feel like, at least for these ones, it takes away from the budget. Now, I do love the hearts in her hair. I'm wondering how that's gonna translate in person with the doll, if it's gonna get separated and look really messed up once you start playing with the doll and you won't even be able to see the hearts anymore. So I hope they stay intact. But that was another thing. When I saw it on the screen, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they're gonna make a doll with those hearts. And they did. Looking at the outfit, it's a lot more flat. It seems to be just 1 or 2 pieces, and it's all printed on. And this is very disappointing to me. I wish it was layered. And she seems to be wearing like the same skirt as from her core doll, but they're a little different because the core doll ones is actually like pleated and has some dimension to it, and just that little detail adds so much quality to it. Like, it looks way less cheap when it is pleated. So yeah, I think I'll be skipping out on this Tea Party doll, but I love the base doll. I think she's really cute. I love the hair, and I guess once you add the gloves, and I guess she does have a jacket over that underpiece, but it completely covers it up, so then it just looks again like she's just wearing one piece. And here, again, she's wearing the mismatched boots. I think these are still cute in this look. So, I don't know. It looks a little too cheap for my preference. Also, does she come with 2 belts? Because she's wearing a belt already, and then separately, it looks like she comes with another belt, so I'm confused about that. I think the teacup's cute, but anyway. Then the next doll, similar situation. This is Descendants Wicked Wonderland Tea Party Surprise and Reveal Pink doll. Same thing. Base doll is cute, shoes are cute, the teapot is cute, but her skirt just lacks any dimension. Like, if you look at the picture on the box, the skirt is a lot more wavy, whereas in the doll, it's very flat. I think it's a pretty shiny fabric that they chose, but I wish it had more dimension to it. I do really like her puff sleeves. And maybe I'll cave and get her eventually, because I love pink dolls, and I think she is cute, but yeah, the printing pattern on the jacket cuffs is just, I don't like it. So I don't know, I might be skipping out on this one as well. And those dolls are also priced at $26.99. I think they should be like $19.99 or even $15.99 for the quality difference, but they seem to be the same price, maybe because of the gimmick, so I don't know. Also, both my cats. Oh my gosh. If you missed the intro, this is Mako. A whole vlog about her is coming out soon. Oh, they're so cute. They're siblings. How am I supposed to keep this video going? They're so distracting and so cute. I will try. The next doll is Descendants Wicked Wonderland Singing Red Doll 2026. As a collector, I mean, I haven't gotten any singing dolls, but I don't think I would enjoy having singing dolls because, again, the budget is shifted to the gimmick. So again, with this doll, there's a lot less layers. I think the pants are cool and the shoes, but the jacket is just a very flat fabric and printing pattern. So, I don't know. And same price, $26.99. Next is Disney Descendants Deluxe Cinderella doll. She's gorgeous. I love the crown, her braid. I think it's called a fishtail braid. It's beautiful. And I love that they did the pantsuit. Again, this was a moment in the movie when she busted out these pants. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna make a Cinderella doll with pants. And I love it. Now, the only thing is I'll show on the screen like the differences with the movie, but the doll looks different than the before the pants and the after the pants. Like, once she had the pants, she had like still this little flowy fabric around them that from the side kind of made it look like a skirt. And she's missing that. Once you take off her main skirt, it's just the pants, which is fine. And then with the skirt, you can see the pants under them, which is different than in the movie before she switched to them. So I don't know, I see why it's different because it makes it easy to do the before and the after with playability, but I feel like they still could have done it where it's a full skirt covering the pants and then you can take it off and it still has that additional layer around the pant legs under it. Like, they still could have done that. It would have added a little bit of fabric to it, but I think they wanted you to be able to see that the doll is wearing pants from outside the box to make you see it and be like, oh my gosh, it's the look with the pants, let me get that one. And it makes sense, but they also could make it obvious on the packaging that she has pants on under the skirt. It's a give and take with making that decision of how closely to the movie you want to make it. But to me, like, the purpose of these movies is for the merchandise. Like, I'm looking at the movie, I'm seeing how merchandisable or dollable the characters are. So I feel like the designers of the costumes are probably having dolls in mind when they're creating these. They might as well just be creating doll designs. So when then the dolls look different, I'm like, why? They were so good for a doll design and then you changed it, you know? So I don't know, let me know your thoughts on that slight difference with this Cinderella doll. I don't think I'll be getting her, but I still think she's gorgeous. I love the foily, sparkly pattern on the top. And I like her shoes, but I wish they were clear, you know, like the glass slippers. Instead, they're silver. But, oh well. Next up is the Disney Descendants Deluxe Queen of Hearts doll. I think she's really pretty. Now, in this one, we do see her in the box, and I feel like there's some differences from the stock image and the box, mostly in the shape of her mouth. Like, in the stock image, she looks more evil, but in this movie, she is nice. So I feel like that's not a good choice for her, but in the box, her mouth is slightly more in a smiling position, and she doesn't look as angry. And I think that's a good choice that they changed that mold a little bit, or I don't know, maybe it's just the angle of the dolls. And then the other difference I noticed is her crown. In the stock image, it has like glitter in the plastic and no paint on the crown, and then in the box, it has like a silver paint making the pattern of the crown more visible, and I can't tell if it has glitter embedded in the plastic. So we'll have to see once it all comes out what the crown looks like. It'll probably be what it looks like in this box. And then the other thing is how the hair is styled in the box versus in the stock image is very different, like that curl in front of her body. But anyway, let's get into the actual design of the doll. I do like her hair. I like the outfit, but it's probably one of my least favorite outfit looks from the movie. When I saw this in the movie, I did think they're gonna make a doll of this outfit, because how could you not? It's so many layers and it's so intricate. I feel like they could have added more tiers, like some of the tiers are printed on. They could have actually made even more layers, and they chose like a sparkly silvery underlayer for the shirt, whereas in the movie it looks like it was more of a shiny white instead of silver, so I don't know why that is different. And her sleeves are cool. I wish there was less white on her outfit, but maybe they're trying to reference like the painting the roses red thing from Alice in Wonderland, where she's like a rose being painted red is kind of what it looks like. So I like that concept. I think I wish the skirt had more outward dimension to it instead of being so tight to her legs. Like, I guess that part is fine, but I wish the red skirt part around her waist went down lower. And then I love her boots. But yeah, and she has painted nails. Okay, oh wait, and what's their price? And those deluxe dolls are $32.39. I think that's unnecessary. I think they're around the same quality as the core dolls. Oh, and the Cinderella one is $44.99. Now, I don't know how much these prices are gonna vary for stores. Like, this website is just linking everything to Amazon, so it's showing the Amazon pricing, but that's $45 for the Cinderella doll? Absolutely not. Like, she's gorgeous, but she should be the $26.99 at the most. Anyway, next up we have Disney Descendants Wicked Wonderland Deluxe Chloe doll. Again, this is an outfit that as soon as I saw it on screen, I was like, they're gonna make a doll out of this. She even had tinsel in her wig. Like, it's designed to become a doll. So I love the tinsel in the hair. I love the hair. I love the hair length. I feel like it's longer than it was in the movie, which is great. I was worried when watching the movie because I felt like the skirt looked really flat, but this is actually a reverse difference from most of the looks where they actually gave the doll more dimension than the movie design, because the movie design had no sparkles on the skirt And this one does have sparkle like foil all over it, which I think elevates the design a lot. If it didn't have that, I would probably skip out on this doll, but because it has that, I want to get her. Also, I love that they actually gave her different textures and layers and fabrics to the outfit. It looks great. Again, she does have a pleathery material though, which might peel, so that would be a downside. I'm very happy they actually gave her the bracelet that caused this look, because I could see someone forgetting that in the process, but that is the whole reason she's wearing this outfit, is because of the bracelet. So they needed to include that, so yay. And she has painted nails and they look great. And she has a dagger with her boots. And I think the boots and the dagger holster thing being black makes them look even better than in her core doll. And she looks so cool holding it. And she's going for $32.39. So I'll probably wait for her to go on sale before I buy her, because I feel like she should be closer to that $26.99. Like, I kind of feel like the $26.99 should be the deluxe doll price, and then maybe like $15.99 or $19.99 should be the price of the core dolls. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the Descendants Wicked Wonderland Red and Max Hatter 2-pack dolls. Finally, a doll of Max. When I saw his design, I was like, oh my god, they have to make a doll of him. They're going to make a doll of him. Like, how could they not? His design is so cool. His character was so cool in this movie, and I loved it. So let's talk about his design first. Of course, he has the hat. Now, I can't tell if it has, I guess it has some molding to it and extra things attached to it, but I wish it had more, because I feel like his hat in the movie had more details to it. I'm very disappointed in his underlayers. They are completely printed on. Even his tie is printed on. I wish they made him in the quality of the Monster High Gay 2-pack of Valentine and Spelden. Like, if they did it with that budget, although those dolls were $55 together, which is $27.50 per doll, so I guess that's reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable for their quality, I'd say. I wish these dolls were that quality and actually had all the layers, like the tie being its own thing, the jacket being its own thing with at least the gold pendants as the buttons. And then the pants, it's kind of hard to tell in these images, but they look like a black or a very, very dark green. I wish they were a lighter green because they were more visibly green in the movie. And then I'm disappointed that this pattern on the bottom of the jacket is printed, because it could have been such a cool embroidered look. Now, I get it for the budget, but if they made the budget higher, they could have embroidered that and it would have looked so much cooler. They could have made these like deluxe dolls and made them look so much better. I do like that he has the pocket watch though. I like his boots and I like the hair. I think it's fine that it's molded and not rooted, and I like the purple streaks in it. So I think they did a great job with the base doll. It's just the fashion that I really wish was a lot better. And then to talk about Red, she's probably my least favorite of all the Red designs. It's just a lot of printed on, very flat details, and I don't know, I just don't like it as much. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is about it. It's just a lot less detailed. And then the worst part is the cat, and I never thought I'd say that sentence out loud because I love cats, but the reason I'm saying it is because it looks nothing like the movie. What were they thinking with this cat design? They have the same color scheme, and I guess the tip of the tail is blue. Other than that, completely different. And again, when I saw the cat in the movie, I was thinking about how merchandisable this cat is. Like, they could even make stuffed animals of this cat if they want. And it's so marketable. Like, it seemed like the main reason they even included the cat was to make merch of it and sell it. So to make it look so different is so confusing to me. And that's all the dolls. So that is disappointing because I wish they had at least a doll of Luis, because he was the main character. He was a really likable character and he sang in the songs. Like, he had a whole entire duet with Red and he doesn't get a doll. I don't get it. I mean, maybe you could argue his outfits were not as intricate as the other characters, and maybe they thought he wouldn't sell as well because he's a boy doll, but they made a Max doll, and unlike Max, Luis was the love interest of the main character, so you'd think they'd actually prioritize him for a look. So I really wish they made a doll for Luis. Like, even though it would have been cool to get dolls of Robbie Hood, Felix Facilier, and even Squirmy and Squeaky Smee. I get why they didn't do those characters, because they were side characters, but Louise was a main character. And for a movie where they're obviously making it to merchandise it, why would you not make a doll of one of the main characters? So anyway, that's all my thoughts. To sum it up, the core dolls are the best, and I think their quality most closely matches their price, even though I wish they were a lower price. The other dolls are lower quality and the same price or higher price. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say what the price of the 2-pack is. Let's check that. And these two are going for $43.19. So I guess that price reflects their quality, because that's about $21.60 per doll. So that better reflects their quality, but I kind of actually feel like they should be like $10 per doll, like $19.99 for this 2-pack. Or they could have made it $55 and made both dolls the quality of the Valentine and Spellbound pack. But anyway, I'll probably skip out on most of these dolls except the core dolls, and I'll get the Deluxe Chloe doll once she goes on sale or clearance, and then maybe I'll thrift the Max Hatter doll or buy him on eBay or something by himself eventually in the future. But anyway, that's all my thoughts on all of those Descendants Wicked Wonderland dolls. Let me know your thoughts on them in the comments, and look out for my vlog where I get Mako in the future. I want to pet her, but I don't want to wake her up. This is a rare moment that I've seen where she's actually not bouncing off the walls, running in a million directions, and attacking Lucky. So I want to let her get her rest. But yeah, also make sure to check out my Warriors podcast if that interests you. It's a podcast called Into the World of Warrior Cats, where every week I discuss a chapter of Aaron Hunter's Warrior Cat series. I'm currently on book 2, Fire and Ice. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll link that in the description. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Love you lots.